Hi, Megan Rudder and Youth Chair for Digital Waitaha.
And I'm Nisa Koizumi, the lead facilitator at Digital Waitaha Charitable Trust, but also the lead researcher, lead coordinator. Yeah.
Kia ora, I'm Becky Voisey. I work for Manaaki as a karehi and I'm employed by Christchurch Methodist Mission.
All right.
Awesome. So, I guess one of the first questions that I want to talk about today, when is my child ready to start using devices in general?
Well, the simplest answer is when you know that they're going to come to you if they come across something online that makes them feel uncomfortable. And so when you know that you've established that open communication, you're sweet. Anything else that you'd want to add?
Yeah, I think it's all about having like that conversation with them and understanding that there is consequences for actions. So once they're ready to kind of understand that responsibility, then that's when you can have those conversations and slowly kind of introduce different parts of being on a device.
Because a lot of times when I do an exercise in schools, we do a PMI essentially, but we talk about what's good, what's bad, and what's something they should improve on the devices. And it's really easy for students to come up with what's good, but they really haven't started thinking through what are some of the consequences, what are some of the negatives. So, and when we continue the conversations, they might not necessarily know what to do next.
So they have to be ready to be able to talk to you about some of those things that they're seeing.
Yeah, talk to you as a parent. When you know, like if they're, and it's also age specific to what it is that you're going to give your child and what apps your child's going to be able to use. So one of the things that we do to ensure that kids have a safety strategy is that we teach stop, block, and talk for digital safety. And what's really cool about this strategy is it was invented in her school, really, working with her youth and the things that they were doing.
Yeah, so basically, obviously, Nisa and I got involved, or Nisa came to me and was kind of like, there's nothing out there for kids to be safe online. And I was kind of like, yeah, I know. We kind of went through it on our own. Yeah, exactly. Please help us, you know.
And mostly, you guys are really concerned about your siblings.
Yeah,
they're like, look, we had to do this on our own. What can we do to help our...
Yeah, totally. And so, obviously, like, we got some focus groups together and kind of came up with what we'd seen, any kind of strategies or ideas on how to, I guess, not prevent it, but kind of help each other go through it in the future. And that's kind of where Stop, Block, and Talk was kind of formed. And then basically just sort of adapt it for different ages, because it can look different at different levels. Like block and talk can be interchangeable. You might talk before you block or block before you talk. Just depends at what age you're kind of looking at.